Are you tired of waiting around for others to make Eos great? I know I am. And with that, here's your chance to step up and make it great yourself. The folks at Eden on Eos are putting together a team, a great team, and we need you to jump in and help. In this video, I'll go over the organizational structure we've set up to organize the Eos community, to make things happen. This will include reviewing the various roles and responsibilities that you can help with. The organizational structure being put forth is called a holacracy. This is a management concept that throws the hierarchical systems of the past out the window and replaces them with a flat, collaborative environment. There are no bosses in a holacracy, just a collection of teammates who work together to achieve agreed-upon results. Daniel Larimer, in his recent book, More Equal Animals, outlined a political playoff or fractal governance process that is called Eden. This process is being employed for the very first time via Eden on Eos. With this method, regardless of who you are, no one is guaranteed to win. And now, we're introducing a framework where no one is really in charge. How are decisions made? By coming to group consensus, just like the Eden process itself. This is an excellent opportunity for Eden members and really anyone from the Eos community to demonstrate their dedication and willingness to contribute to the success of Eos. Also, if you're looking to be elected to receive funding in future Eden on Eos elections, well, here's your chance to earn some trust and reputation with the voting Eden community. Yves Larose, formerly the CEO of Eos Nation, said it best recently in Telegram. Not everyone in Eden will be entrepreneurial and will want to lead. Many will want to help, but don't know how, and will appreciate being told what's possible. Our model addresses both. In the description below, you'll find a couple of documents. One lays out in a more thorough manner the framework that we've set up in this holocratic system. The other is shortened and just reviews the roles and responsibilities that we're looking for people like you to help with. In the document, you'll notice there is a link to join Slack. So Slack is what we're going to be using to organize ourselves and keep the channels clean and clear for each respective goal and responsibility. Anything that's bolded in blue is actually a link to a Slack channel. So first, you want to join our Eden on Eos Slack channel, and that's at the top of the page. And from there down, once you're in, you can click on whatever blue Slack channel you'd like to participate in. You'll see under each blue heading, there is a bold role description. So for example, in the CEO section, Augmenting Eden's Value, you'll see we have two roles, Ideation Contributor for both the Eden Roadmap and the Eden Structure. Now, these aren't meant to be singular roles filled by just one person, but instead a group of people can join. And when we have meetings, they could be monthly, they could be weekly, we'll just sort of see how that plays out. People will get together who would like to contribute to the roadmap or the structure development, and they can work together with others in that group to get things done. Additionally, we have the CMO, which is the Chief Marketing Office, and in here we have the majority of the roles that require support. Member Discovery Specialists, Member Onboarding Specialists, that's just Eden members helping to bring in new Eden members and making that process as smooth and enjoyable as possible. We have Eos creators to help create content that promote Eos and Eden. We also have a new initiative called Eos Support, and here we've got support representatives, community ambassadors, and many language translators to help with bringing in and onboarding new community members into the Eos community itself. Eos Support is being spearheaded by Randall Rowland, an Eden member, who's really put a lot of time and effort and even some of his own funding into making this happen. There will also be an opportunity to earn income from this via tips from new Eos members who join the community. Additionally, there's a section for owned media. Now, some of these are not going to be available to anyone and everyone in the community because they sort of are owned by other people. However, there's still an opportunity to contribute to what goes on from these media outlets and to help promote and spread Eos through their respective channels. From there, we also have shared media, and again, we really can't tell Eos Nation or the Everything Eos or Nova Crypto what they should be talking about on their channel, but this is an opportunity to at least collaborate and provide some input and even help them with the work that they do. From there, we've got the CVO, the Chief Values Office, and here we're highlighting the projects that are bringing value to Eos and Eden. So we've got Eden membership growth specialists. We've got project proposal portal contributors, and that's a big one that came up during the last election where, for example, Mel Pierce and John Heater had a proposal to build a bit of a location to aggregate and collect various projects that are looking to be built on Eos. And additionally, Douglas Bunter had an excellent idea with starting an Eos Meta GitHub repo. So anybody who wants to contribute to those efforts and make them a reality, that's the channel you should select. We've also got Eos in a Box, which is what the winner of the last Eden election, ME, won the 2,000 funds for. So if you want to support him, there's a channel for that. Next we have a COO, a Chief Operating Office. And here we're not focusing so much on the Eden Treaty or bylaws, as those are both within Dan's control. But where we do need some help, as evidenced by the last election, is the pre-election and post-election process. So here we're looking for some committed members to help us refine how exactly members sign up for an election, receive notifications of an upcoming election, and then actually are encouraged to show up. Additionally, after an election is complete, it would be good to have a more formalized process to collect data and share information about how the election went, and of course encourage people to participate in the next election. In the CFO tab, the Chief Financial Office, where we're measuring Eden's progress, we have a few costs here that really aren't requiring anyone to do anything for, other than just be aware of and contribute to any information you might have that's relevant here. Additionally, there's the funds, which are a source of funds for Eden. Again, not much we can do unless you're going to help try to drive some funding towards Eden, of course. And the other piece here that has a few open spots is the Eden Proxy, which is the mandate that I've taken from the last election to set up an Eden members approved proxy. So here there's a few roles to help me collecting data from block producers and aggregating this data, and then also displaying the data in a nice, easy to read and accessible method for the rest of the community. And that's basically it as it comes to this framework. So certainly I encourage you to look through this document, read through the roles and responsibilities, and if you see something that interests you, just sign up. We don't know the amount of effort and time some of these tasks will take, and certainly for now, this is all a voluntary effort. In time, however, if some revenue can be generated from the Eos Support group or from the Eden Proxy, the goal will be to actually reimburse or at least pay for some of the help that people are putting forward. If you have any questions about this document and how you can participate, please by all means just leave a comment in the comment section below or reach out to me in Telegram or Twitter. Links are in the description below, and I'll do my very best to answer your questions and help you join this collective effort. Go Eos!